Hey, how are you guys doing, guys? It's me, Jerry. Feels like it's been forever since I actually made a video. If my YouTube channel was still around, I think it must have been at least like, oh God, how long has it been? Like 6 months? Has it been 6 months? I don't think it's been quite 6 months, right? Maybe like 4 or 5 months since I deleted the channel. So what I'm gonna do with this video is actually pretty simple on paper. I'm basically just gonna go over some of the stuff that has happened over the past year or so and the reasons why I did certain things that I did. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the thing that's on everyone's mind, well, if you care enough still, is the whole YouTube channel thing. Um, One of the primary reasons is because, why I deleted the YouTube channel is because I knew I was going to fully invest myself in graduate school, and I felt that there's really no reason to keep that channel running, even if I did upload it occasionally, because it kind of sets like an expectation of me as a YouTuber and an entertainer, I guess, in a way that I would probably eventually I'm gonna have to stop one day. I just decided it's probably better to end it sooner rather than get people's hopes up that I would actually be on like a consistent upload schedule again or something like that. I don't really know. The other reason is, honestly, I just got tired of being on YouTube. It's basically kind of it. The following that I got, while I was enjoyable, was pretty much an accident. I also don't think that, as I don't really see myself as like a kind of person that really needs or wants like a large following. And one of the reasons is because people create kind of false expectations of you as a person because of it. Some people say they consider me like a goody two shoes. They consider me to be a know-it-all. Other people kind of see me as like a role model. Like, it doesn't matter whether the perceived image of me is positive or negative. I mean, people create a fake person, right? It's not who I am. Like, you take the good and the bad with every single individual, and you can't ever say this person is good. You don't even know who I am. You literally only know me through this online platform. Am I a bad person? Man, some people think like I fucking killed the president or something. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? No, like, again, like, people create these false narratives all the time, and it just makes absolutely no sense. Like, this hero worship thing, why would you possibly ever want to look up to a YouTuber of all people? There are plenty of other heroes out in the real world. Like, get the fuck off the platform and get a hold of yourself, guys. And I'm being completely honest here right now. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, like, a common topic that was brought up when I was uploading Terra videos was that, people think that I've changed as a person. And this is kind of related to what I was just talking about in terms of, like, people creating false narratives. Like, the thing is, I'm the same person I've always been. What you were seeing on YouTube was a snapshot of when I was having a good day, when I was having a bad day. Look, the thing is, people aren't static individuals, right? Like, people are dynamic across situations and contexts. You can't possibly attribute something to someone. You know what we call that in psychology? Fundamental attribution error. The thing is, actor-observer effects happen all the time in the real world, and, I mean, this is probably a good case example of this just happening. It happens all the time online, too. I mean, it's like, did I change as a person? Absolutely not. It's just the way I always am. I evaluate every situation a little bit differently, and I behave in different ways. That's literally the gist of it. The thing is, people kind of made this false belief that they kind of knew the person that I am or I was, when in reality, it's just me being me. I mean, as for me being like a YouTuber, I just got tired of being that guy known as ThoughtBound. Like, whenever people brought up any conversations, it's like, oh my god, it's ThoughtBound the YouTuber. Or, it's like, it's Jerry, he's that dude that uploads Terra videos. And the thing is, I think these labels kind of really devalue what I've been doing in the real world and kind of like the effort that I put in. I'm not saying, being a YouTuber is bad, but I certainly do not look up to YouTubers whatsoever. There's plenty of other things in the real world that you could do. I mean, I understand a lot of YouTubers depend on like their income on the platform and stuff like that. Kind of in the same vein with Twitch streamers. I just don't value those people. I'm sorry. The job that you're doing is not important. And for people to think that, YouTube is all I had in my life, I just realized, like, wait a minute, these guys don't give a fuck at all. So I'd rather just toss that label. I'm not a YouTuber. I will never be a YouTuber. It is disgusting and really devaluing to be known as just a YouTuber. And the thing is, like, at the end of the day, YouTube was always something that I kind of did for fun. Something to just kind of, like, pass the time. And if you do that full time, in my honest opinion, it is a waste of your potential. That is all I can say to that. And lastly, I just didn't really want to associate myself with Terra anymore, or its community for that matter. Honestly, when I first started this YouTube channel, all I wanted to do was just help the community, right? Just uploading these silly videos, uploading guides that someone out there will find helpful. And through the magic of what is known as the Terra community, they have actually made it where I've grown to hate uploading videos. It is amazing. Like, it's actually amazing how the extent that people will go to try and bring you down. For whatever reason. I mean, I don't even know what agenda they have. The fact of the matter is, like, I basically did this shit for free, right? It was my time that I was spending, and people always hold this notion over my head that I was making, like, mad money from this YouTube channel. No, that was never the case. I basically lived on donations from people to get me through college. It wasn't the channel. Like, there is no part of this. Like, I don't even know how you can possibly misconstrue that. Do you think YouTubers, like, who have 6,000 subscribers can honestly do this for a living? Like, get your heads out of your own asses, guys. Oh my God, is that just such a diluted way of looking at the platform? My goodness, man. So people created this whole notion that because I was somehow making a lot of money and getting paid, I should therefore invest all my time into it, which is absurd. There is no connection between those two factors whatsoever. And if you ever try to create that connection, you're ridiculous. You're an absolutely ridiculous and absurd person. The fact of the matter is, like, my 5 years on YouTube probably weren't the best times of my life. Oh, God, there were plenty of times where I just felt like at the bottom. And if I can be 100% honest with you guys right now, I view Terra's community as potentially one of the most degenerate communities out of all gaming platforms ever created. Because the thing is, most of the people that you come in contact with on the game were either just unemployed, lazy, kind of fell back on their own hardships and wallowed in their own self-pity, relied on their parents for support, or just simply were either sexually deviant or had other extreme neuroses or violent tendencies as individuals. Basically, these are the people that you never see outside because they're a danger to themselves and to the people around them. I simply do not and cannot respect these people. I'm sorry, I just can't. Regardless, I don't care if you supported me or dislike me or you just play this game. I just don't see you as having any value. That's just me being completely honest right now. And honestly, it made me realize that what I'm doing now and that I was seeing some sense of, like, support from these people online is ridiculous. I should not have done that. And the fact that I did that was a major mistake on my part. That I thought that people in this community actually had a decency of being decent human beings. I don't even know when or how it happened either, but it definitely was a really, really stupid decision on my part. I don't need support from these people online that I don't know, and that now that I understand, I just never cared to know. I mean, most people see me deleting, 5 years of work on YouTube as being a waste. I don't really see it as a waste at all. I mean, I uploaded those videos solely because I thought they would be useful to someone out there. And seeing as over the years, people seem to, really go out of their way to devalue the work that I put in, I just didn't really see a point of keeping those videos up. Why should I always remind myself of how utterly shitty and despicable people online can actually be? I mean, I'd rather just people not use my videos I work so hard on. If they're so great and they're amazing at it, why don't they just take a crack at it? Re-upload my videos. Upload your own guides. Actually put forth time and upload your own videos. And the fact of the matter is, I just don't think people ever truly appreciated how much time and effort I put into the videos, especially since I was uploading them during my undergraduate years. I think that's one thing that people don't seem to understand was I was uploading these while I was still trying to get my whole life together. Like, the thing is, I don't think people realize just how little time you have in college, or even beyond college. I mean, sure, I guess if you're unemployed, you're living at home with mom and dad, and you depend on them for everything, sure, I mean, you have all the time in the world. But goddamn, man, I got bills to pay. I gotta buy groceries. I'm looking ahead of everything. I mean, I fucking own a house now. Do you think property taxes, do you think paying for heating, for water and gas is free? Holy moly. I think that's just one of the reasons why people are just so unbelievably out of touch with the reality, because when you depend on someone else to pay for everything else, yeah, sure, you don't have to worry about that stuff. But I do. And I mean, the thing is, like, I kept uploading all these videos through some of the hardest times of my life, of feeling not supported by my parents, of feeling like I was alone in the world, going through depression, wondering what I'm going to do with my life, wondering if I had a purpose on this world. You know, I wanted to make I was living through all those hard times, and people still gave me shit for it. It's fucking amazing. So, at the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure that those videos would be gone forever. I would rather people not degrade the hard work and the efforts I put in, So as a whole, I kind of view the Terra community as a collaborative unit of people who may in the real world, it took me a long time to realize this. Most of the people in the Terra community out in the real world will be considered absolute losers, right? People that never really, made use of their own talents whatsoever. People who have no semblance of respect, have no control of their own urges. People who can't be loved, or they can't even love others. Or they just don't simply have any goals or aspirations in life. I mean, it's really a little sad if you think about it. One of the great things I always love to bring up in as an anecdotal evidence is people saw it as being a weakness. I was uploading a video of me being depressed, of me going through the changes, of me trying to get my life back on track as being a weakness. It's amazing. I mean, I got so many comments of people just saying, kill yourself. I mean, that's a great thing to tell someone who's depressed, isn't it? Because the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, it seems like people got this notion that, being depressed is something that you can mock someone for. And even now, it really is something that people still mock me for. It's like, oh, don't get depressed again or kill yourself. It's like, wow, really? Really? I mean, again, it's at the end of the day, it really was just kind of like a waste of time associating myself with a community like that. That's just me being completely honest right now. I mean, another thing I want to touch on is, some people kind of got this notion that after some time I kind of gotten like an ego for myself. Okay, that's probably a fair observation. But what I did find strange is that I shouldn't be proud of the things I accomplish in life. What is that about, guys? I shouldn't be proud that I bought a house, or that I'm going for an advanced degree, or that I have a significant other that I care and cherish a lot, or that I'm financially secure. Those are the things I shouldn't be proud about, and I shouldn't let people know that I own these things? My goodness, guys, how envious are you? In the end, I am going to be proud of what I've accomplished in life. I'm sorry that you can't say the same thing about your life. I think it's amazing that people actually consider that to be an ego problem, though. What? At the end of the day, there are people who do well in life, and there are people who don't do well in life. I'm sorry you got the short end of the straw. I just don't see a reason why you could possibly be angry at me for your own shortcomings, and you see that as being an ego issue. Rather, I think you should put forth all of your energy and hatred and better yourself as a person, as an individual. You can do that, can't you? I believe in you. I think you can. In that sense, it didn't feel like I had lost anything by deleting this YouTube channel. It was a channel. That was it. It was fun sometimes. But then over time people made it not so fun. So I'd rather just move on and grow from it rather than trying to, keep it alive, So moving on, I finished my first semester of graduate school in clinical neuropsychology, and, it was actually exactly everything I wanted it to be. If you guys recalled, I struggled a lot last year trying to find my purpose and, where I wanted to go in academics. And I'm really glad I finally found it. I'm mostly used to Boston now. It's still fairly cold in the winter, so the winter months are still kind of a struggle. But I would say for the most part, I've gotten pretty used to the city. It is kind of weird knowing that it's already been a year since I've moved here. But honestly, working in a clinical setting and diagnosing clients and helping them has really been a great experience. And I'm actually super content with the program. And right now, I'm going into spring semester. It's even better. Clinicals themselves, well, they're exhausting. They're tiring because you're investing your whole energy and your whole self into these clients, trying to help them through some of the toughest times of their lives. And you know what? It feels great. I'm working with schools. I'm working in bureaucratic systems, which at times can be kind of annoying. You know, I work with lawyers, public defenders. I work with families, you know, the works. It's fulfilling work, and it's a good experience for me as an aspiring psychologist. You see a lot of good come from it, and from the families that are grateful for the work that you've done for them. It really does make me feel good. And you know, that's when I realized, like, I have a lot of great things that's working for me. Why should I keep this YouTube channel around when it's clearly a toxic environment to be in? At the end of the day, though, I do stream sometimes, although randomly, since most of the time I am pretty busy with clinicals and with class, so I just don't really feel like streaming all that much anymore. The rest of the time I spend with Priya. Sometimes I play some League of Legends, I play RuneScape, some stuff to wind down, but I just don't see a reason why I'd ever have to broadcast it to someone, you know? I just haven't really had, like, an urge like I had before to, like, always upload a video. I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I think I've just grown up and moved up beyond that, honestly. It's probably just me maturing. Who knows? I know some people are probably wondering, are you gonna make a new channel? Probably not. Nah. I mean, I'll probably upload sometimes to this one if I really do feel like it. If I get like this really good idea, it's like, oh guys, let's talk about this. But it's not gonna be anything serious anymore. I'm probably never gonna do guides ever again. Even if I did write up like a guide video, I never subjugate myself to those comments. Probably disable everything. I don't really give a fuck what any of you guys say, to be honest, anymore. It's just been so long since everything in my life has been going well, so I don't see a reason why I'd ever want to screw that up, I think I finally see the fruits of my labor over the years, and I'm really happy to what I've accomplished. I really am just very, very happy right now, and I'd rather not mess that up. So again, I'd rather not associate with you guys, ever. Or the tarot community. So yeah, honestly, there you have it, guys. Life's short, spend it with the people that like you for being you, and associate yourself with those people. Cut out the toxic people in your life, move beyond those toxic environments, let those people wallow in their own self-pity and despair. So take care of yourselves, guys, and yeah, see ya. Bye.